sky bleeds violet into gray. Headlights cut the mist away. Nobody else on this two-lane thread, just me and the thoughts inside my head. The radio speaks in a language low, a station that nobody needs to know. The coffee's warm, the seat is deep, a promise the morning plans to keep. And oh, the road unfolds like a quiet prayer. Yellow lines floating on cool dark air. No hurry, no anger, no place to be. Just on the open road and me. Light blinks on and off. A coyote watches from a ridge of rocks. The asphalt hums a single tone, a frequency I've always known. The mirrors show a world behind, a smaller version of my mind, but forward pulls a softer glow, where the sun begins to grow. And oh, the road unfolds like a quiet prayer. Yellow lines floating on cool dark air. No hurry, no anger, no place to be. Just on the open road and me. Real light touches the dash, a crack in the darkness, a quiet flash. I roll the window down a crack. The cold air hits, I don't want back. This is the hour, nothing lies. No headlight bluffs, no taillight sighs, just ribbon of road and wheel in hand. The only church I understand. And oh, the road unfolds like a quiet prayer. Yellow lines floating on cool dark air. No hurry, no anger, no place to be. Just on the open road. On the open road and me. Foot forgets the pedal's weight. The car decides the speed of fate. Hands are loose on leather and thread. The world moves past my window instead. No need to break, no need to pass. The shadows slipping over glass. The Cruise control hums a quiet law, the gentlest grip, the softest claw. The GPS is dark and blind. I left the destination behind. Let the engine sing its single tone. I am not lost, I am alone. Cruise control calm. No alarm, no palm on the horn. Just the rhythm of the white line born. Cruise control calm. Let the miles erase the storm. The overpasses slide like clouds. A semi passes quiet, proud. I don't flinch, I don't swerve. I've got the calm I don't deserve. The radio plays instrumentals only. A station for the driving lonely. No words to lift or words to sting, just the harmonic murmuring. The exit signs mean nothing now. No left or right, no when nor how. The cruise control is my religion, a steady state, a perfect vision. Cruise control calm. No alarm, no palm on the horn. Just the rhythm of the white line born. Cruise control calm. Let the miles erase the storm. Forget it. Set it. Forget it. The road holds you now. You don't have to hold it back. Swallows light and sound. For 3 whole seconds, nothing found. Then daylight hits and nothing's changed. The world is vast and rearranged. My heartbeat sinks with the engine's thrum. A slow, unbroken metronome. I could drive like this for days and nights. Cruise control calm, no need for heights. This is not escape, this is not flight. This is the calm before the calm inside. The cruise control is not a cage. It is the quietest kind of page. Cruise control calm. No alarm, no palm on the horn. Just the rhythm of the white line born. Cruise control calm. Let the miles erase. Let the miles erase. Let the miles erase the storm. White lines come, white lines go. A dotted river, slow motion flow. One after one after one after one. From the rear view mirror to the rising sun. I stopped counting began somewhere in the teens. Now they're just a pulse between the seams of highway and horizon, rubber and road. A gentle, hypnotic, heavy load. Each line is a second, each gap is a breath. The distance between me and a smaller death of worry, of wanting, of wondering why. Just endless white lines and a widening sky. Endless white lines, endless white lines, ticking like a clock that forgets the time. Left side, right side, center of me. Endless white lines set me free. Is worn in some old places, faded ghosts of earlier faces who drove the same strip, the same dull lane, felt the white lines erase their pain. I am their echo, their slow exhale, a driver in a long, unbroken trail. The lines don't judge, the lines don't stop, they just roll on toward the mountaintop. My eyes are heavy but not with sleep. With the rhythm the white lines keep. Left, right, a lullaby beneath a blanket of indifferent sky. Endless white lines, endless white lines, ticking like a clock that forgets the time. Side, right side, center of me. Endless white lines set me free. One line, two lines, three lines, four. No one's keeping score anymore. 5 lines, 6 lines, 7 lines, 8. The road decides my way. A blink and a county line has passed. The white lines knit themselves so fast. A fabric of motion, a tapestry thin that holds me gently from within. I don't need music, I don't need sound. The white lines are the only rhythm I've found. They pull me forward without a fight, like a slow unfolding second light. And when the sun finally burns away the fog that hung since yesterday, the white lines will still be there. A quiet, endless, patient prayer. Endless white lines, endless white lines, ticking like a clock that forgets the time. Left side, right side, center of me. Endless white lines, endless white lines set me free. Set me free. The sun is gone, the stars are shy, but here inside a softer sky, a circle circle of green and amber gold, a story the dashboard slowly told. The fuel gauge rests at half and holds. The temperature needle never scolds. The clock is wrong, but I don't care. The glow is gentle everywhere. No headlights needed in this room, just the dials that chase away the gloom. Each number lit like a tiny moon. The dashboard hums a quiet tune. Glow of dashboard lights keep me through the night. Not too bright, not too dim, just enough to see within. Glow of dashboard lights hold me while I drive. Soft and low, steady and slow, the only stars I need to know. The speedometer ticks at 62, a secret between the road and you. The odometer rolls like falling sand, guided by a quiet hand. The radio dial glows faint and green, a color I have always seen in dreams of driving nowhere fast, where the glow was made to last. The warning lights are all asleep, no secrets that the engine keeps, just oil, fuel, and temperature mild. The dashboard hums like a sleeping child. Glow of dashboard lights keep me through the night. Not too bright, not too dim, just enough to see within. Glow of dashboard lights hold me while I drive. Soft and low, steady and slow, the only stars I need to know. Green means go, but nowhere to get to. Amber means slow, and I'm already there. The dashboard doesn't ask me questions, it just glows. I rest my thumb on the volume knob. No need to turn it, no need to rob. The silence of this amber cave, a sanctuary the highway gave. The clock reads 2:33, but time has given up on me. The only measure is the glow that tells me everything I need to know. I am not lost, I am not found, I am simply glow bound. The dashboard lights are my confession, a quiet, glowing possession. Glow of dashboard lights keep me through the night. Not too bright, not too dim, just enough to see within. Glow of dashboard lights hold me while I drive. Soft and low, steady and slow, the only stars, the only stars I need to know. I need to know. let the world pass by. The fast lane racers kiss the sky, but I am here in the slow lane's arms, away from hurry, away from harms. The semis lumber, the old trucks cough. I let them all go, I don't shake them off. This lane is a river, moving slow, where the weary and the willing go. The speed limit says 65, but I keep it at a gentle 55. Let the tailgaters fade and fall. The slow lane hears my quiet call. Slow lane serenade, singing to the shade of the overpass in afternoon. A lazy, lovely, languid tune. Slow lane serenade, nothing to invade, just the right lane in the setting sun. A race that no one ever won. An old sedan with a bumper sticker, a faded rose and a dying flicker of hope that someone understands why we choose the slow lane's hands. A mother singing to a sleeping child, a farmer's truck driving mild, a teenager learning how to steer. The slow lane holds us all so near. No honking, no flashing, no middle finger, no need to make the engines linger. We are the ones who forgot the rush. The slow lane's whisper is more than hush. Slow lane serenade, singing to the shade of the overpass in afternoon. A lazy, lovely, languid tune. Slow lane serenade, nothing to invade, just the right lane in the setting sun. A race that no one ever won. The fast lane is for running from something. The slow lane is for remembering what you loved. Let them pass. Let them pass. I'm not late anymore. Goodbye as the highway bends. I could take this lane for 100 miles through rain and fog and lonely trials. The radio plays a song from 1993, a melody that waves at me. I don't turn it up, I let it fade. Another note in the slow lane serenade. This is not laziness, this is not fear. This is the pace where thoughts are clear. The slow lane is a lullaby sung by the road to a tired eye. Slow lane serenade, singing to the shade of the overpass in afternoon. A lazy, lovely, languid tune. Slow lane serenade, nothing to invade, just the right lane in the setting sun. The sun is a thin orange line, dying slow, and so is mine. The day's last light bleeds into black, but there is no bringing the blue back. The headlights hesitate to wake. The world is in the twilight's wake. A deer stands frozen at the edge. A fence, a field, a thorny hedge. The highway turns from gray to deep, a promise that the night will keep. The sky is velvet, the stars are shy. Nightfall on the highway, and I don't know why. Nightfall on the highway, the day just slipped away. The headlights carve a silver thread through the soft and silent spread. Nightfall on the highway, the world goes dark, okay. I let the twilight take the wheel. The night knows what the heart can feel. Dashboard glows a little more, as if it missed the night before. The radio crackles a distant station, playing songs of resignation. The taillights ahead are tiny rubies, strung like beads on moving duties. Each car a story I'll never know, in the twilight's soft and steady glow. A truck stop sign blinks off and on, its neon purple almost gone. The waitress inside pours coffee slow. Nightfall on the highway, time to go. Nightfall on the highway, the day just slipped away. The headlights carve a silver thread through the soft and silent spread. Nightfall on the highway, the world goes dark, okay. I let the twilight take the wheel. The night knows what the heart can feel. The sun doesn't ask permission to leave. Neither do I. This is not darkness. This is the highway, remembering how to dream. The stars come out one by one, like memories of a setting sun. The moon is a thin and crooked nail, holding the night to the highway's veil. I turn the radio off completely. The silence holds me so sweetly. Nightfall is not an end, you see. It is the highway symmetry. The darkness is a blanket, not a threat. The things I haven't forgiven yet can wait until the morning light. Tonight, the highway holds me tight. Nightfall on the highway, the day just slipped away. The headlights carve a silver thread through the soft and silent spread. Nightfall I glance up and there you are. Not you really, just a star in the glass that shows me where I've been. A smaller world, a faded grin. The cars behind are pinpricks of light, each one a ghost from another night. But the mirror holds a different kind, a softer focus, a slower mind. There's a curve I passed an hour ago, a town I'll never really know, a phone call I should have made last year. The rear view makes it all so clear. Rear view reflections in the glass of corrections. Everything's shrinking, everything's small. The past is the farthest thing of all. Rear view reflections, no need for objections. What's behind is behind for good. The mirror shows it, understood. The hitchhiker I didn't pick up, a coffee cup I let get cold, a conversation I was too tired for, a story left untold. The mirror dims the headlight glare of drivers who are almost there. Wherever there is, I don't know. The rear view lets them come and go. I see a face that looks like mine from 2009, driving the same old highway then, wondering when I'd feel again. Rear view reflections in the glass of corrections. Everything's shrinking, everything's small. The past is the farthest thing of all. Rear view reflections, no need for objections. What's behind is behind for good. The mirror shows it, understood. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear, but not close enough to touch, not close enough to hurt anymore. I wave goodbye to the rear view, and I don't look back. I do, but I don't. The mirror has a button at the bottom to dim the lights of those who've got them. I press it now and the glare subsides. The past is softer, the past just hides, but hiding isn't healing, I know. The rear view is a faithful show of every exit, every mistake, every bridge I didn't take. Still I'm grateful for the glass that lets the fading moments pass in reverse, in miniature, in grace. The rear view is a gentle place. Rear view reflections in the glass of corrections. Everything's shrinking, everything's small. The past is the farthest thing of all. Rear view reflections, no need for objections. What's behind is behind for good. The mirror shows it, the mirror knows it, understood. beside the sea tonight, a silver ribbon in the moonlight. To my left, the tarmac dark and shore. To my right, the tide forever pure. The salt air drifts through the window crack. A memory the ocean won't give back. The waves are speaking in a language old. The asphalt listens, so I'm told. Two worlds that never really touch, but need each other very much. The tide erodes, the tarmac holds a story the horizon slowly unfolds. Tarmac and tide, wanna drive on one, I hide side inside a gentle divide. Tarmac and tide, the road is firm, the water sways. One holds the night, one holds the days. I am the line where both collide. Tarmac and tide. A lighthouse blinks in the coastal fog. Its beam cuts through like a worried dog, searching for ships that never come. While my engine hums its quiet hum. The tide pools glisten in the moon's low light. Starfish sleeping in the endless night. The tarmac glistens with the sea's own spray. A marriage made of salt and clay. I pull over at a gravel turnout. The waves are all I hear about. No cars, no horns, no flashing light. Just tarmac resting in the tide's delight. Tarmac and tide, wanna drive on one, I hide side inside a gentle divide. Tarmac and tide, the road is firm, the water sways. One holds the night, one holds the days. I am the line where both collide. Tarmac and tide. Tarmac and tide. The tarmac was once the earth. The tide was once the sky. Now they meet here, and so do I. The road doesn't fight the water, it just runs beside it. And that's enough. But I know it's there, solid and true. The way the tide knows what to do. I turn the wipers on, one slow pass, clearing salt from the windshield glass. The ocean breathes, the highway sleeps, a promise that the shoreline keeps. This is not a road to anywhere fast. It is a road that was built to last. Beside that never stays, the tide that moves in ancient ways. Tarmac and tide, wanna drive on one, I hide beside inside a gentle divide. ago. Soft at first, then steady and slow. Now it's a curtain, a liquid wall. The world outside begins to fall. The wipers move like a sleeping hand, pushing water across the land of windshield glass and fading view. A rhythm I already knew. Left to right, then right to left, clearing the blur, a gentle theft of raindrops that wanted to stay, but the wipers wiped them all away. Silent wipers in the rain, washing off the world's old pain. Sweep and pause, sweep and clear. The only sound is rain I hear. Silent wipers, soft and low. Everything moves, nothing moves slow. The glass is clean for just a blink, then the rain returns, and I don't sink. The headlights catch the falling drops, a million tiny silver stops, each one a second, each one a tear that lands and vanishes right here. The highway glistens like black glass. The cars ahead all slowly pass, their taillights bleed in watercolor streaks. The rain softens everything it seeks. I turn the wipers to intermittent, a pause between each soft ascent, to let the rain have its moment too, before the rubber sweeps it through. Silent wipers in the rain, washing off the world's old pain. Sweep and pause, sweep and clear. The only sound is rain I hear. Silent wipers, soft and low. Everything moves, nothing moves slow. The glass is clean for just a blink, then the rain returns, and I don't sink. The wipers don't fight the rain, they just give it a moment of clarity, then let it come back. I wish I could wipe away everything that easily. Sweep, pause. Sweep, pause. A puddle splashes against the door. The rain has been here long before. I turn the key and pull the seat. The rain and I are now complete. The wipers squeak just slightly now, a tiny protest, I don't know how, but even that sound is soft and kind, a reminder that nothing's perfectly designed. I rest my head against the glass. The rain and the wipers slowly pass. The time between each sweep grows long. The rain becomes a quiet song. Silent wipers in the rain, washing off the world's old pain. Sweep and pause, sweep and clear. The only sound is rain I hear. Silent wipers, soft and low. Everything moves, nothing moves slow. The glass is clean for just a blink, then the rain returns. The rain returns, and I don't sink. And I don't sink. descends like a ribbon of dust between walls of stone that learn to trust the slow erosion of a million years. The canyon holds no fears. I take my foot off the gas completely. The car rolls forward soft and sweetly. Gravity pulls me down the grade, a descent that nature made. The cliffs are red, then purple, then gray, as the sun decides to hide away behind a ridge that scrapes the sky. The canyon doesn't question why. Coasting through canyons, no hands, no plans, no companions, just the echo of my own small sound. As the canyon walls look down, coasting through canyons, the weight of the world in balance. The engine sleeps, the wheels still turn, a lesson in letting go I learned. A hawk circles far above, a speck of hunger, a speck of love for this deep cut in the earth's own skin, where the wind has always been. The radio loses every station, just static and isolation, but the static sounds like ancient speech, a frequency the cliffs can teach. The temperature drops as the shadow grows, a coolness that the canyon knows from eons of hiding from the sun. The coasting has just begun, coasting through canyons, no hands, no plans, no companions, just the echo of my own small sound. As the canyon walls look down, coasting through canyons, the weight of the world in balance. The engine sleeps, the wheels still turn, a lesson in letting go I learned. The canyon was here before roads. It will be here after I'm gone. I'm just a whisper, passing through. Coasting is not giving up. Coasting is trusting the slope. The switchbacks curve like a slow cursive letter. The view keeps getting better and better. Each turn reveals a deeper cut, a geological gut. I see the river far below, a silver thread where waters go. They carved this place so long ago, the canyon's oldest, slowest show. I touch the brake just once or twice to honor the descent's own price, but mostly I just let it roll. Coasting makes me feel whole. Coasting through canyons, no hands, no plans, no companions, just the echo of my own small sound. As the canyon walls look down, coasting through canyons, the weight of the world in balance. The engine sleeps, the wheels still turn, a lesson in letting go, a lesson is on, but I can't tell if it's a song or a seashell holding the ocean's distant hum, a frequency my thumb has come to rest on just below the click. The volume is a tiny trick the mind plays when it wants to hear something that isn't really there. A DJ's voice from 1993, a song my mother sang to me, a jingle from a store that closed. The radio at low volume knows. Radio at low volume, a ghost inside the car's own room, not loud enough to understand, just loud enough to hold my hand. Radio at low volume, the static is a soft perfume of every station I have known. A low volume, long distance tone. I think I hear a saxophone, or maybe it's a tired drum of a talk show host who's lost his mind. The low volume is very kind, it blurs the edges, softens the heart, turns every song into a card from a deck I cannot quite recall. The radio is a gentle wall between me and the silence that waits like a patient, quiet cat to pounce when the music disappears. But the low volume calms my fears. Radio at low volume, a ghost inside the car's own room, not loud enough to understand, just loud enough to hold my hand. Radio at low volume, the static is a soft perfume of every station I have known. A low volume, long distance tone. The radio doesn't need to be clear, it just needs to be there. A voice from somewhere else, singing to no one, including me. The signal fades as I drive below an overpass of concrete and snow, but then it returns weak and thin, a song I almost placed then given. I don't need to know the words. The low volume is for the birds that sleep in the trees along the road. The radio carries a different load. It carries the weight of being alone in a car on a highway, on a phone that doesn't ring, that doesn't text. The low volume is what comes next. Radio at low volume, a ghost inside the car's own room, not loud enough to understand, just loud enough to hold my hand. Radio at low volume, the static is a soft perfume of every station I have known. A low volume, long distance tone. A low volume, long distance tone. It started as a breath on the windshield glass, a ghost of cold that would not pass. Then the trees began to lose their shape, a slow and silent escape. The road ahead is a guess at best. The headlights fall on a white contest between what is real and what is imagined. The fog is a softly closing cabinet. I slow to 30, then to 25. The world is barely alive. The taillights of a car ahead are Lanka fading rubies, then dead. Fading into fog, like a forgotten dog that walks into the white and disappears. The fog holds no souvenirs. Fading into fog, no edge, no line, no log to mark where the highway ends and sky begins. The fog is where the world thins. The radio crackles, then gives up. The static fills my coffee cup of attention. I am nowhere now. The fog has taught me how to let go of the need to see, to trust the slow geometry of mist and memory, mist again. The fog is not a foe, it's a friend. The road lines vanish underneath. The tires make a softer sheath of sound, like driving through a cloud. The fog has made the world unloud. A deer could be 10 feet away. I wouldn't know until the day it steps into my halo of light. The fog is a creature of the night, fading into fog, like a forgotten dog that walks into the white and disappears. The fog holds no souvenirs. Fading into fog, no edge, no line, no log to mark where the highway ends and sky begins. The fog is where the world thins. I cannot see the road anymore, but I can feel it. That's enough. The fog is not hiding the world. The fog is showing me how little I need to see. Gravel, the fog has begun to travel inside my chest, a quiet white. The day has turned into a different light. I turn the engine off and listen. The fog has its own soft glisten. A million tiny water stars hanging between the highway bars. I am not lost, I am held by something. The fog is always spelled in language older than the road. The fog is a slow and gentle code, fading into fog, like a forgotten dog that walks into the white and disappears. The fog holds no souvenirs. Fading into fog, no edge, no line, no log to mark where the highway ends and sky begins. The fog is where the world fog is where the world thins. Thins. The asphalt shimmers a mile ahead, a mirror of what the heat has said. The desert stretches left and right, a sea of sand and ancient light. The road is straight as a dying breath, no curves, no turns, no fear of death. Just a line that pierces the golden haze, a slow and sun-drenched maze. The temperature reads 103, but the AC hums quietly inside my capsule of cool and steel. The desert teaches me to feel. Desert horizon drift, a slow and sandy gift. The road and sky have learned to blend, where the earth begins to bend. Desert horizon drift, through canyons made of rift. The heat waves dance like spirits old, a story the horizon told. A lizard crosses the white line fast, a shadow that was never meant to last. A tumbleweed rolls like a tired clock past a burned out car and a broken lock. The mountains in the distance are blue, not with water, with haze in view. They float like islands in the sky. The desert doesn't question why. I take my hands off the wheel again. The road is a forgiving friend. It holds the center without my help. The desert drift is my only help. Desert horizon drift, a slow and sandy gift. The road and sky have learned to blend, where the earth begins to bend. Desert horizon drift, through canyons made of rift. The heat waves dance like spirits old, a story the horizon told. The horizon is not a line, it is a suggestion, a place where the eye gives up and the heart takes over. Drifting is not losing control. Drifting is finding the pace of the earth. A gas station appears like a dream, a mirage with a working ice machine. I pull in slow, I don't need fuel, just the feeling of something cool. The attendant nods from a shaded chair. He's seen 1,000 drivers there, each one chasing the same thin line. The desert horizon makes them fine. I buy a water and stand outside. The heat is a living, breathing tide. It washes over, then pulls away. The desert horizon has its say. Desert horizon drift, asphalt shimmers a mile ahead, a mirror of what the heat has said. The desert stretches left and right, a sea of sand and ancient light. The road is straight as a dying breath, no curves, no turns, no fear of death. Just a line that pierces the golden haze, a slow and sun-drenched maze. The temperature reads 103, but the AC hums quietly inside my capsule of cool and steel. The desert teaches me to feel. Desert horizon drift, a slow and sandy gift. The road and sky have learned to blend, where the earth begins to bend. Desert horizon drift, through canyons made of rift. The heat waves dance like spirits old, a story the horizon told. A lizard crosses the white line fast, a shadow that was never meant to last. A tumbleweed rolls like a tired clock past a burned out car and a broken lock. The mountains in the distance are blue, not with water, with haze in view. They float like islands in the sky. The desert doesn't question why. I take my hands off the wheel again. The road is a forgiving friend. It holds the center without my help. The desert drift is my only help. Desert horizon drift, a slow and sandy gift. The road and sky have learned to blend, where the earth begins to bend. Desert horizon drift, through canyons made of rift. The heat waves dance like spirits soul, a story. The sun was blinding, a white hot coin. Then the tunnel swallowed the sky's old joint. The whirlwind amber, soft and low, a glow that only tunnels know. The walls are tiles of faded cream, reflecting a warm and hazy dream. The headlights bounce in a golden dance, a tunnel's amber trance. The radio fades to a softer hum. The engine's echo has overcome the outside world with its sharp demands. The tunnel of amber haze understands. Tunnel of amber haze, where the light becomes a glaze over every worry, every sharp-edged thing. The amber haze makes the silence sing. Tunnel of amber haze, lost in a golden maze. The exit is somewhere far behind. The amber haze is a peaceful mind. The stripes on the walls are a slow heartbeat, amber and white, bitter and sweet. Each light fixture a tiny sun. The tunnel's race has no one run. The car ahead is a ghost of gold, its taillight stories being told in soft red rubies through the haze. The tunnel stretches its amber days. I roll the window down a crack. The air is warm and pulling back. to a time when tunnels were made of wonder, not just concrete and distant thunder. Tunnel of amber haze, where the light becomes a glaze over every worry, every sharp-edged thing. The amber haze makes the silence sing. Tunnel of amber haze, lost in a golden maze. The exit is somewhere far behind. The amber haze is a peaceful mind. This tunnel was built before I was born. It will be here after I am gone. Right now, it belongs to me. Amber is not yellow. Amber is the color of waiting and being held. I slow down to let the moment last. The amber haze is holding fast to every corner of my sight. The tunnel is a different kind of light. The exit sign appears in the distance glow. A green promise I don't need to know, because the amber is where I want to stay. In this warm and endless delay, but all tunnels end, that is their truth. They return you to the sun, uncouth and bright and harsh and blue. But the amber haze will stay with you. Tunnel of amber haze, where the light becomes a glaze over every worry, every sharp-edged thing. The amber haze makes the silence sing. Tunnel of amber haze, lost in a golden maze. The exit is somewhere far behind. The amber haze is a peaceful mind. The amber haze is every kind. That's the last one I saw through. The windshield's tired, dusty glass. Another mile, another pass. The numbers climb then fall back down. A green and white repeating crown along the shoulder of the night. The mile markers burn so bright. Each one is a promise kept to a driver who has quietly wept and laughed and sung and fallen still. The mile markers always will. Midnight mile marker, a green ghost in the dark, counting down the distance from a question to a spark. Midnight mile marker, you don't ask where I've been, you just glow and let me go and glow again. Past a rest stop 20 clicks ago. A family sleeping in a Chevy, slow breathing, dreaming somewhere else. The mile marker keeps no shelves of memories or souvenirs. It just erases all the fears with every tenth of a mile's advance. A silent green, forgiving dance. The stars are out, but I don't look up. The mile marker is my cup of coffee, my companion, my clock. The midnight road's only lock. Midnight mile marker, a green ghost in the dark, counting down the distance from a question to a spark. Midnight mile marker, you don't ask where I've been, you just glow and let me go and glow again. Glow again. One mile at a time. That's how the night works. That's how the heart works. The mile markers don't care about the destination. They only care about the next one. The dashboard clock says 1:47. The mile markers are a stair to heaven, or somewhere close or somewhere far. The midnight mile marker is the star. I pull over at number 1888. A gravel lot, a wooden gate. I turn the engine off and sit. The mile marker doesn't quit. It glows alone in the moon's thin light. A green and solitary kite tied to the earth but pointing high. The midnight mile marker and I. Midnight mile marker, a green ghost in the dark, counting down the distance from a question to a spark. Midnight mile marker, you don't ask where I've been, you just glow and let me go and glow again. And glow again. And glow again. And glow again. Beneath the music, beneath the wind, a sound the road has always been. A low and steady, constant tone. The hum of asphalt, not alone. The tires press and the road replies. A frequency that never lies. It holds the weight of every car. The hum is what the miles are. You can turn the radio off. You can let the engine cough. But you cannot silence the deeper sound. The hum of asphalt, profound and round. Hum of the asphalt, singing from below. A language without letters, a current without flow. vibration sweet. The concrete sections have their seams, a rhythmic bump in the road's own dreams. But asphalt is a smoother tongue, a song the earth has always sung. It started as a liquid heat, then cooled to stone beneath my feet. Oh, wheels the hum, remember still the volcano's breath, the ancient will. The road is not a silent thing, it has a voice that makes me sing without a melody or word. The hum of asphalt is what I heard. Hum of the asphalt, singing from below, a language without letters, a current without flow. Hum of the asphalt, the road's own heartbeat, carrying me forward on a vibration sweet. The asphalt was born from fire and pressure. Now it carries me. The hum is the memory of that fire. If I listen long enough, I can feel the earth breathing. The rumble strips worn of the edge, but the center hum is a softer pledge of safety, of staying, of steady pace. The hum of asphalt is a warm embrace. I close my eyes for just a blink. The hum tells me I will not sink. The road is solid, the road is true. The hum is all I need to move through. This is not hypnosis, this is trust. The asphalt hum is a kind of just reward for letting go of speed. The hum provides the only creed. Hum of the asphalt, singing from below, a language without letters, a current without flow. Hum of the asphalt, the road's own heartbeat, carrying me forward on a vibration sweet, on a vibration complete. On a vibration complete. The road begins to lift and rise, a slow departure from the guise, a flat and ordinary ground. The overpass is velvet bound, the guardrails curve in silver arcs. The city lights become small sparks. Below me traffic crawls like ants. The overpass is a different dance. I feel the car grow lighter now, as if the road has taught it how to float above the common lane. The overpass absorbs the pain. Velvet overpass, smooth as evening glass, lifting me above the noise. where the ordinary loses its voice. Velvet overpass, a moment that won't last. But while I'm here, the world is soft. The velvet overpass holds me aloft. Below, a semi honks its horn, a sound that's distant, tired, worn. But up here on this curve of grace, the honk is just a tiny trace. The streetlights form a golden chain, reflecting off the window pane, a necklace for the sleeping town. The overpass is looking down. I take a breath and hold it long. The velvet feeling is so strong. It's not the height that makes me calm, it's the overpass's velvet palm. Velvet overpass, smooth as evening glass, lifting me above the noise, where the ordinary loses its voice. Holds me aloft. Holds me aloft. From up here, the problems look like toys. The traffic is a lullaby. The overpass is a forgiveness machine. I'm not above anyone. I'm just above for a moment. The descent begins on the other side. The velvet feeling cannot hide. It lingers in the steering wheel, a softness that is almost real. The city rises to meet me now. The overpass has kept its vow to show me something I forgot, that life is velvet more than not. I merged back into the slower lane. The velvet overpass was not in vain. It was a breath between the floors, a reminder that the heart can soar. Velvet overpass, smooth as evening glass, lifting me above the noise, where the ordinary loses its voice. Velvet overpass, a moment that won't last. But while I'm here, the world is soft. The velvet overpass holds me aloft. The velvet overpass lets me drift. The velvet overpass lets me drift. The road unrolls like a bolt of cloth. No curve, no bend, no broken oath. Just asphalt stretching to the edge of sight. A lone star straight away in the Texas night. The speedometer holds at 72. There's nothing to break for, nothing to do but watch the white lines disappear into the horizon's quiet gear. The radio plays static and hymns. The dashboard glows, the windows are dim. The only company is the moon and a lone star that will fade too soon. Lone star straight away, nothing in my way. Just the road in the sky and a distant light. The lone star straight away tonight. Lone star straight away. The hours melt away. No exit signs, no traffic jams. Just the lone star and the land it loves. A fence line runs beside the road. Barbed wire holding a heavy load of cattle, dreams, and dusty plains. The lone star straight away remains. The stars come out one by one. The work of the day is over and done, but the driving isn't work at all. It's a slow and solitary call. I pass a town with a single light, a gas station closing for the night, a dog that watches from a wooden porch. The lone star straight away is a torch. Lone star straight away, nothing in my way. Just the road and the sky and a distant light. The lone star straight away tonight. Lone star straight away. The hours melt away. No exit signs, no traffic jams. Just the lone star and the land it loves. There is no one else on this road for 100 miles, maybe more. The lone star watches, and the straightaway holds me. This is not loneliness. This is bigness. The odometer rolls past 40,000. The engine hums soft and steady and ancient. I've turned the headlights to high beam. The straightaway is a waking dream. A shooting star crosses the glass. A wish I don't need to ask, because the road has already given me a lone star straight away is liberty. I am a speck on a thread of light, a driver in the long, long night. But the speck feels like a king tonight. The lone star straight away is my right. Lone star straight away, nothing in my way, just the road and the sky and the distant light. The lone star straight away tonight. Lone star straight away, lone star straight away. The hours melt away now. No exit signs, no traffic jams, just the lone star and the land it loves. Just the lone star and the land it loves. The road unrolls like a bolt of cloth. No curve, no bend, no broken oath, just asphalt stretching to the edge of sight. The lone star straight away in a Texas night. The speedometer holds at 72. There's nothing to brake for, nothing to do but watch the white lines disappear into the horizon's quiet gear. The radio plays static and hymns. The dashboard glows, the windows are dim. The only company is the moon and the lone star that will fade too soon. Lone star straight away, nothing in my way, just the road and the sky and the distant light. The lone star straight away tonight. Lone star straight away. The hours melt away. No exit signs, no traffic jams, just the lone star and the land it loves. A fence line runs beside the road, barbed wire holding a heavy load of cattle, dreams and dusty plains. The lone star straight away remains. The stars come out one by one. The work of the day is over and done, but the driving isn't work at all. It's a slow and solitary call. I pass a town with a single light again. The sky's been holding its breath for weeks. The cracks in the ground have begun to speak of thirst and waiting, dust and bone. But now the clouds have finally grown. The first drop hits the windshield glass, a tiny explosion that will not last. Then another, then 10, then 100 more. The rain is opening the door. I roll the window down a crack. The smell rushes in, there's no turning back. The earth is singing a wet, low song. The petrichor pavement has waited long. Petrichor pavement, rain on thirsty ground. The smell of hope returning, the sweetest, softest sound. Petrichor pavement, the asphalt drinks it in. The world is washed and waking where the dust has always been. The raindrops sizzle on the hot black road. A million tiny steam clouds showed. The sand of wet stone and wetter clay. The petrichor pavement saves the day. The wipers push the water aside, but the smell gets in for a long, long ride. It fills the car like a memory of childhood and the first rain's key. The gutters begin to sing and flow. The dirt turns carries me on. Petrichor pavement, rain on thirsty ground, the smell of hope returning, the sweetest, softest sound. Petrichor pavement, the asphalt drinks it in. The world is washed and waking, where the dust has always been. Petrichor, the word for the smell of rain on dry earth. Some languages have one word for this feeling. The asphalt remembers every storm. So do I. I pull over under a bridge's cover. The rain is heavier than any other. I felt in months of dusty drive. The petrichor makes me feel alive. The water pools in the gravel lot, reflecting clouds and a lonely dot of sun that's trying to break through. The petrichor pavement is old and new. I breathe in deep and hold it long. The rain has written a different song, not of sadness, not of grief, but of the earth's own sweet relief. Petrichor pavement, rain on thirsty ground, the smell of hope returning, the sweetest, softest sound. Petrichor pavement, the asphalt drinks it in. The world is washed and waking, where the dust has always been, where the dust begins again. The exit sign appears in green and white. Sleep in town 2 miles to the right. I've passed this sign 100 times before, but tonight I turn and close the door. On the highways endless hum and rush, into a neighborhood of hush. The off-ramp curves like a slow yawn. The sleeping town greets the dawn, but dawn is hours away. It's only 2, the windows are dark, the streets are few. A dog doesn't even bark at my lights. The sleeping town has its own nights. Sleeping town exit, where the stop signs are just suggestions, and the only sound is a screen door's creak. The sleeping town is too tired to speak. Sleeping town exit, a pause between the miles. The highway forgets, the town just rests. Behind its curtain smiles. I roll through the one and only light. It blinks from red to yellow tonight. No cars are waiting, no hurry here. The sleeping town has nothing to fear. A porch light flickers on a white wood house. A cat sits watches me pass with ancient eyes. The sleeping town never lies. The diner is closed, the gas station too. A single vending machine glows blue, and the laundromat's empty glass. The sleeping town lets time pass. Sleeping town exit, where the stop signs are just suggestions, and the only sound is a screen door's creak. The sleeping town's too tired to speak. Sleeping town exit, a pause between miles. The highway forgets, the town just rests. Behind its curtain smiles. Everyone is dreaming here. Even the streetlights are half asleep. I am a ghost passing through. I wonder what they dream about. The sleeping town. I pull into the church parking lot. The steeple is a lonely dot against a sky of deep marine. The sleeping town is quiet and clean. A light is on in the pastor's study. A shadow moves, maybe somebody who cannot sleep like all the rest. The sleeping town does its best. I sit for a while with the engine off. The silence is a different kind of cloth. It wraps around me, soft and deep. The sleeping town has secrets to keep. Sleeping town exit, where the stop signs are just suggestions, and the only sound is a screen door's creak. The sleeping town is too tired to speak. Sleeping town exit, a pause between the miles. The highway forgets, the town just rests. Behind its curtain smiles. Behind its curtain miles. The road begins to rise again, but this time it's different. Not a lane of concrete and of traffic's weight. This is a bridge to a different state. The cables rise in silver arcs. The water below holds ancient marks of ships and currents, tides and time. The bridge is a quiet climbing rhyme. I roll the windows all the way down. The wind rushes in from the sleeping town. Behind me now, ahead the sky. The bridge is a breath and I know why. Bridge to breathe. where the air is clean and wide, above the water, above the worry. The bridge is a place to hide, bridge to breathe. No ceiling, no floor, but the bay. The wind untangles everything. The bridge breathes the fear away. The river below is a ribbon of black, reflecting the moon that won't look back. The city's glow is a distant hum. The bridge is where my breathing comes. The cars pass by, but I don't care. There are whispers in the evening air. I pull to the shoulder just for a minute. The bridge has a view and I am in it. The guardrail is cool against my hand. I stand where the water meets the land. In the middle of the air, the middle of the night. The bridge is a breath, soft and light. Bridge to breathe, where the air is clean and wide, above the water, above the worry. The bridge is a place to hide, bridge to breathe. No ceiling, no floor, but the bay. The wind untangles everything. The bridge breathes the fear away. Bridges are not just for crossing. They are for stopping in the middle, to remember that there is air and water and space. I breathe in. The bridge holds me. I breathe out. The bridge lets go. A fishing boat passes far below. Its light is a single gentle glow. The captain doesn't know I'm here, watching the water disappear into the dark, into the deep. The bridge is a promise the air will keep, to lift me up and let me see that breathing is a victory. I stay for 5 more minutes, then I get back in the car again. But the breath stays with me, wide and true. The bridge has given me something new. Bridge to breathe, where the air is clean and wide, above the water, above the worry. The bridge is a place to hide, bridge to breathe. No ceiling, no floor, but the bay. The wind untangles everything. The bridge breathes the fear away. The bridge breathes me whole today. The sun is a coin stuck in the haze, a lazy fire in a golden maze. The road is soft, the shadows are thin. The afternoon has tucked me in. The air conditioner hums its slow complaint. The heat outside is a sleepy saint that blesses everything it touches. The hazy afternoon doesn't rush. The crops in the fields are bending low. Too tired to stand, too tired to grow. Just waiting for the evening's grace. The hazy afternoon sets the pace. Hazy afternoon drive, barely alive. The radio mumbles, the tires hum slow. Where the heat and the highway go. Hazy afternoon drive, feels good just to survive. The sharp edges soften, the world goes blurry. The hazy afternoon has no hurry. A tractor pulls out with a sleepy blink. The farmer waves, or I think he did. Everything's soft, everything's slowed. The hazy afternoon is overflow. The speedometer reads 52, but it feels like 22. The miles are sticky, slow as honey. The hazy afternoon is sunny and runny. I yawn and stretch my neck a bit. The dashboard clock doesn't seem to fit in this world where time is thick as cream. The hazy afternoon is a dream. Hazy afternoon drive, barely alive. The radio mumbles, the tires hum slow. Where the heat and the highway go. Hazy afternoon drive, feels good just to survive. The sharp edges soften, the world goes blurry. The hazy afternoon has no hurry. The afternoon is holding me like a blanket that's been in the sun too long. I don't need to be anywhere. I am already here. This is not laziness. This is permission. A sign says, next gas, 14 miles, but I don't need gas. I need the smiles of a hazy world that doesn't ask me to perform or wear a mask. I pull into a gravel lot, a water tower, a lonely spot, a picnic table under a dying tree. The hazy afternoon is all I see. I turn the engine off and sit. The heat is a blanket, I admit. I close my eyes for just a bit. The hazy afternoon is infinite. Hazy afternoon drive, barely alive. The radio mumbles, the tires hum slow. Where the heat and the highway go. Hazy afternoon drive, feels good just to survive. The sharp edges soften, the world goes blurry. The hazy afternoon has no hurry. The hazy afternoon holds me securely. beams are too bright tonight. They cut the dark like a knife in flight. But the low beams whisper soft and kind. They leave the shadows behind. A cone of light that doesn't blind. Just enough to help me find the white lines and the sleeping deer. The low beam lullaby is here. The world beyond is velvet black. The low beams don't demand it back. They just illuminate the road. A gentle, undemanding code. Low beam lullaby, soft as a mother's sigh. Not too much, not too little. Just enough to see the middle. Low beam lullaby, the dark is not alive. It's just the space between the lights. The low beam holds me through the nights. A pair of eyes glows in the brush. A rabbit frozen in the hush. The low beams don't startle or scare. They just tell me the rabbit is there. The oncoming cars flash their brights. But I stay low, I stay polite. The night is not a competition. The low beam is my quiet mission. The dashboard glows in gentle green. The softest colors I have seen. The low beams hum a steady tune beneath the silence of the moon. Low beam lullaby, soft as a mother's sigh. Not too much, not too little. Just enough to see the middle. Low beam lullaby, the dark is not alive. It's just the space between the lights. The low beam holds me through the nights. The high beams see everything, and that is exhausting. The low beams see just enough to keep going. I'm learning to live on low beam, in life and on the road. A curve appears, then disappears. The low beams calm my smallest fears. They show me the edge but not the drop. They know exactly where to stop. The deer are grazing in the field. The low beams let them be concealed until the last possible second. The low beam lullaby has beckoned. I pressed a button, the lights stay low. That's all I need, that's all I know. The darkness is a friend tonight. The low beam lullaby is my light. Low beam lullaby, soft as a mother's sigh. Not too much, not too little. Just enough to see the middle. Low beam lullaby, the dark is not alive. It's just the space between the lights. The low beam holds me through the nights. The low beam holds me till the morning lights. where the cliffs begin. The ocean air slips under my skin. The road begins to bend and sway. The curve of the coast is here to stay. To the left the rocks drop to the sea. To the right the mountain holds the key to a different kind of driving now. The curve of the coast shows me how. The guardrails glint in the setting sun. The turn is gentle, never won by speed or hurry, just slow grace. The curve of the coast sets the pace. Curve of the coast, where the land loves the ocean most. A slow bend aside, a sweeping view. The curve of the coast is made for two. One for the driver, one for the sea. One for the wild, one for me. Curve of the coast, don't let me go. The ocean below, the sky above, slow. The cypress trees lean with the wind, as if they've always been bended into the rhythm of the tidal pull. The curve of the coast is beautiful. A pelican glides just above the wave, a living shadow silent and brave. The road hugs the cliff like a lover's arm. The curve of the coast keeps me from harm. The salt spray mist the windshield glass. The miles of straight roads never last. But this curve is a different song, where the coast has belonged all along. Curve of the coast, where the land loves the ocean most. A slow bend aside, a sweeping view. The curve of the coast is made for two. One for the driver, one for the sea. One for the wild, one for me. Curve of the coast, don't let me go. The ocean below, the sky above, slow. The straight road is for getting there. The curve of the coast is for feeling. Every turn is a question. The answer is the view. I don't want to straighten this road. I want to keep bending. A lighthouse blinks from a distant point. A lonely shoulder, a rocky joint between the sea and the sky and the land. The curve of the coast understands. I pull into a scenic overlook, a wooden rail, a closed up book of a gift shop waiting for the dawn. The curve of the coast carries on. I turn the engine off and listen. The waves are a drum, the wind a glisten of salt and time, an endless bend. The curve of the coast is my friend. Curve of the coast, where the land loves the ocean most. A slow bend aside, a sweeping view. The curve of the coast is made for two. One for the driver, one for the sea. One for the wild, one for me. Curve of the coast, don't let me go. The ocean below, the sky above, slow. The curve of the coast, I love it so. curve of the coast. I love it so. The engine is off, the keys are in my palm. The road outside is silent and calm. No vibration through the steering wheel. No hum, no pulse, no forward feel. I'm stationary in stillness now. The dashboard lights have taken a bow. The clock reads 3:14. The world has never been so clean. The parking lot is empty and wide. A single street lamp is my only guide. It hums a low and lonely tone. I am stationary and not alone. Stationary in stillness. No motion, no illness of speed or hurry, rush or race. The stillness holds me in its grace. Stationary in stillness. The world's own soft fullness of absence, quiet pause and rest. The stillness proves that I am blessed. The highway is a ribbon a mile away. I can hear it if I listen, the distant gray hum of tires, a ghost of sound. But here in the stillness I am unbound. The seat is warm from my own heat. The windows fog with each soft breath I repeat. I trace a finger through the mist. A small creation, a quiet twist. The stars are out but I don't look. I am reading the stillness like a book. Each page is blank, each word is pause. The stillness has no cause or because. Stationary in stillness. No motion, no illness of speed or hurry, rush or race. The stillness holds me in its grace. Stationary in stillness. The world's own soft fullness of absence, quiet pause and rest. The stillness proves that I am blessed. Moving is easy. Stillness is harder. But harder is not worse. I'm not going anywhere, and that is everywhere. The stillness is not empty, it is full of everything I couldn't hear when the world was pulling me forward, faster, further, farther. The stillness is a different order. A moth taps softly on the glass, a moment that will never pass into memory. It just is. The stillness is a gentle whiz. I close my eyes and let the dark become a blanket, a quiet arc that carries me nowhere, and that's the point. The stillness is every joint, stationary in stillness. No motion, no illness stillness proves that I have passed the test. The rain stopped 20 minutes ago. The asphalt is dark, still wet, still slow. And there on the surface, a shifting stain, an oil slick rainbow after the rain. Purple where the diesel leaked, green where the morning light has peaked, blue where a truck forgot its seal. The oil slick rainbow is unreal. It shimmers when I pass it by, a ghost of color in the gray sky. Something beautiful from something wrong. The oil slick rainbow sings its song. Oil slick rainbow on the wet black road. Something broken made you glow, a beauty that nobody owed. Oil slick rainbow, you don't last long. A few more cars, a little sun, and then you're gone. I pull over just to watch you fade, a miracle that the engine made, from pistons and gaskets and leaking seals. The oil slick rainbow slowly heals. Nothing but it feels like something, the way the colors shift and swing, from violet to amber to electric lime. The oil slick rainbow has no time. A trucker walks by with a coffee cup. He doesn't even look up. He's seen 1,000 rainbows just like this. But I stop because I need the bliss. Oil slick rainbow on the wet black road. Something broken made you glow, a beauty that nobody owed. Oil slick rainbow, you don't last long. A few more cars, a little sun, and then you're gone. We are all oil slick rainbows. Something broken, shimmering for a moment, then gone. But for this moment, we are beautiful. The sun breaks through a crack in the clouds. The oil slick rainbow slowly shrouds itself in gray and disappears. The road is just a road, no cheers. But I saw it, I was here, a witness to a broken mirror. They caught the light and gave it back in colors that the world can't track. I pull back onto the highway slow. The oil slick rainbow taught me so, that beauty lives in the temporary, the stain, the leak, the necessary. On the right edge of the lane it runs, from the rising sun to the setting suns. A ribbon of white, a streak of paint. The unbroken white line has no complaint. It doesn't stop for towns or turns. It doesn't fade when the engine burns. It just continues side by side, with every driver, every ride. I keep my left eye just to its left, a silent promise, a quiet theft of worry from the wandering mind. The unbroken white line is kind. Unbroken white line, you steady what is mine. The wandering wheel, the drifting thought. The unbroken white line is what I sought. Unbroken white line, no break, no fault, no sign of ending or of giving way. The unbroken white line is here to stay. The yellow line in the center divides, but the white line on the shoulder hides. No drama, no oncoming glare, just a quiet presence there. It marks the edge of the safe and sound, the boundary where the gravel mounds begin to whisper, turn around. The unbroken white line is profound. A deer could leap, a rock could fall. The white line doesn't matter at all to nature's chaos, but to me it is the edge of certainty. Unbroken white line, you steady what is mine. The wandering wheel, the drifting thought. The unbroken white line is what I sought. Unbroken white line, no break, no fault, no sign of ending or of giving way. The unbroken white line is here to stay. The line doesn't ask me where I'm going, just stays to the right, always to the right. Some things should never break. The white line is one of them. Headlights glow, the white line still knows where to go. It catches the beam and glows faint white, a guide in the overwhelming night. I've crossed the yellow line before, in anger, in sorrow, in wanting more. But the white line on the right, never. It is the line that lasts forever. I touch the brake, I slow my speed. The white line gives me what I need, not freedom, not adventure's call, just a steady edge, that's all. Unbroken white line, you steady what is mine. The wandering wheel, the drifting thought. The unbroken white line is what I sought. Unbroken white line, no break, no fault, no sign of ending or of giving way. The unbroken white line was packed up for the night, but they left their markers in the fading light. Little tubes of plastic, neon and bright, glow sticks lining the edge of my flight. Green like a firefly caught in a jar, pink like a memory of a distant star, orange like a sunset someone forgot. The glow sticks are a luminous dot to dot. I glide past them one by one, a slow and neon colored sun of construction zones and empty sites, gliding past glow sticks on quiet nights. Gliding past glow sticks, green and pink and gold, a little bit of magic in a world that's gotten old. Gliding past glow sticks, they flicker then they're gone, but for a second everything is a different kind of dawn. A rabbit sits between two sticks, its eyes reflect the neon tricks. It doesn't move, it doesn't care. The glow sticks are just light in the air. The cones are gone, the workers too. The glow sticks are all that's left of the crew. A ghost of labor, a trace of men who will return to work again. But right now the highway's mine and theirs. The glow sticks are a string of prayers for safety, for visibility, for grace. Gliding past glow sticks sets the pace. Gliding past glow sticks, green and pink and gold, a little bit of magic in a world that's gotten old. Gliding past glow sticks, they flicker then they're gone, but for a second everything is a different kind of dawn. Who decided glow sticks should be green and pink? Someone who knew that the night needs a little bit of silly. I am gliding past joy in plastic tubes, and that's enough. A curve approaches, the glow sticks bend. They follow the road like a glowing friend. I slow down just to watch them stretch, each one a tiny luminous wretch of light that doesn't ask for much, just a chemical reaction's touch to glow for a night, then fade to gray. The glow sticks live for just one day, but tonight they are alive and bright, guiding me through the construction site that isn't a sight at all, just light. Gliding past glow sticks feels so right. Gliding past glow sticks, green and pink and gold, a little bit of magic in a world that's gotten old. Gliding past glow sticks, they flicker then they're gone, but for a second everything is a different kind of dawn, a different kind of song. The last car lights are blinking gold. The The streets are empty, the night is old. The bars are spilling their final crowd. Laughter and stumbling, laughing loud. But I am in the car, circling the block, past the same mailbox, the same locked lock of a liquor store that closed at 10. The last call loop begins again. I'm not waiting for anyone. The night is over, the night's not done. I just keep driving the same 4 streets. The last call loop repeats and repeats. Last call loop, round and through. The same stop sign, the same street light. The last call loop tonight. Last call loop, nothing left to prove. Just the engine and the radio low. The last call loop is all I know. A couple stumbles to their car. They don't see me, I'm not far. Just another driver in the night. The last call loop is out of sight. The bartender locks the door. I've seen him do it 3 times before. In the last 20 minutes of this drive, the last call loop keeps me alive. I don't need a drink, I don't need a friend. The loop is where the road bends back on itself, a circle small. The last call loop is a gentle wall. Last call loop, round and through. The same stop sign, the same street light. The last call loop tonight. Last call loop, nothing left to prove. Just the engine and the radio low. The last call loop is all I know. The same street, the same light, the same mailbox, over and over. Is it a trap or a comfort? I don't want to go home yet. I don't want to stay here forever. So I loop. The last drunk driver waves at me. I wave back, we both are free in our own small loops, our own small lanes. The last call loop absorbs the pains. The sky is turning gray at the edge. The loop is showing me the ledge between the night and the coming day. The last call loop will fade away. One more time around the block. The same cracked sidewalk, the same lock. Then I signal right and pull away. The last call loop has had its say. Last call loop, round things look different now. Familiar names, a softer vow. The exit I've taken 1,000 times. The last few miles, the final climbs. The sun is rising at my back. A gentle pink, a soft attack on the darkness I've been driving through. Returning home slow, I'm almost you. The coffee cup is empty and cold. The story the dashboard could have told, of miles and miles and miles and miles. Returning home slow brings back smiles. Returning home slow, the only way to go. Not rushing, not racing, not running from. Returning home slow, the journey's done. Returning home slow, let the last miles flow into the driveway, into the door. Returning home slow, I'm not lost anymore. The neighbor's dog doesn't even bark. He knows my engine, he knows my mark. The porch light is on, I forgot to turn it off. Returning home slow makes me softly cough with emotion I didn't expect to feel. The road has been so long and real, but now the familiar mailbox leans. Returning home slow unties the seams. The garage door opens with a creak, a sound that makes me feel so weak with gratitude for this small space. Returning home slow is a warm embrace. Returning home slow, the only way to go. Not rushing, not racing, not running from. Returning home slow, the journey's done. Returning home slow, let the last miles flow into the driveway, into the door. Returning home slow, I'm not lost anymore. The road gave me everything, and now it gives me back to myself. Home is not a place. It's the moment you stop driving and breathe. I sit in the car for a minute more. The engine off, the silence raw. The road is still humming in my chest. Returning home slow lets me rest. The odometer reads a new number high, a number that makes me wanna cry for all the miles I'll never get back. Returning home slow keeps me on track. I gather my keys, my phone, my heart. The road and I are not apart. home for sure.